Hey guys, Skid here, welcome back to Final Fantasy Weekend with Final Fantasy VII. Last time we left off, well, we had an accident and the game froze, and I know why it froze now, because there's a glitch in the PC version of this game where if you use Hyper Jump, which is a instant kill move against an enemy that is resistant to instant kill, well, it freezes the game. So, yeah, we're gonna summon Alexander on this guy. Nice. And hopefully he doesn't use some move that kills us all instantly. But here's good old Alexander. Let's see how much damage he does against ultimate weapon here. Nice. That's not a bad amount of damage. Let's see what happens here. Hey, we got Cure 2 off. Nice. That's good. Ultima Beam. Yep. Ow. What? See, I just accidentally made Sid defend instead of using a move, and that's because this controller with the analog stick. I hate it. Oh well, maybe we won't need it. Hopefully. Hopefully we'll be able to get ultimate weapon down and gone. This Barrett got off a cure. Let's make Vincent go Galleon Beast. Yeah, there we go. That way he'll cure himself and transform and start doing some moves. There we go. Oh yeah, that's it. Now, it is actually impossible to defeat ultimate weapon here. All it's possible to do is to just do enough damage to him that he retreats. But now he's gone, so we won that battle. That battle is won. What I actually did for this battle is I set Sid's limit break back down to limit break 1. So that he could use his limit breaks. However, I'm going to be switching back after I'm back into like normal battles and stuff. So he ran off. I believe you, Barrett. Alright, we gotta get out of here. So Tifa's gonna get around and push Cloud out of here. Antifa fell into the live stream now. Oh, and suddenly, where do we start indeed? So let's start here. The gates of Nibelheim. 5 years ago, Sephiroth passed through these gates, and that's how it all started. Now, this is a very important part of the story. A lot of stuff is about to be revealed here, and I implore you, if you haven't watched my Crisis Core playthrough, after this scene, if there's still no more episodes of Final Fantasy VII out, for those watching, like, as the episodes are coming out, after this scene, go check out Crisis Core, because this right here is where the Crisis Core spoilers end. So, here we go. This is probably like one of my favorite parts of the game. Let's go have a look, Cloud. I know it's not easy. I'll be here for you. So we're gonna dive into Cloud's subconscious and try and figure out what is going on. Here we are back in Nibelheim. Here's the well, and that's Gramps Inn. The only truck in town. It's been here since we were little kids, right? This is the Nibelheim you remember, right? It's the same as my Nibelheim. That's why this is our Nibelheim. "5 years ago, 2 men from Soldier came. Sephiroth and a young and vibrant soldier. Can you tell me again what happened? So here's Sephiroth. How does it feel? 5 years ago, I saw the real Sephiroth for the very first time. It's your first time back to your hometown in a long time, right? Now, what you see here is Sephiroth. It's the same scene we've seen 3 times now. We saw it in Cloud's past story. Then we saw it when Sephiroth was showing Cloud. And now we're seeing it again. So how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown. How about your parents? So this is the great Sephiroth. My mother is Genova. She died right after she gave birth to me. My father. Then he starts laughing. But to tell the truth, I thought he was very cold. What does it matter? Alright, let's go. I remember a foreboding about him. And then here is where we see Cloud. However, no Cloud. I've been hiding it for some time, afraid that if I told you, something terrible might happen. But I'm not going to hide it anymore. You weren't here. Cloud did not come to Nibelheim 5 years ago. I waited, but Cloud never came. The 2 that were ordered here were Sephiroth and another person. Alright, let's go. So who is this other person? Some guy with black hair. The guy that Sephiroth showed us? You mean the member of Soldier who came with Sephiroth wasn't Cloud? There's nothing I can say. You must find the answer for yourself. If you can't, then take your time, Cloud. Slowly, little by little, alright? So Tifa's here helping Cloud try to remember the events of the past. For some reason, something got muddled up in Cloud's mind, and we're trying to sort it out. I think this is the next thing. A seal up to your wish, tender feelings that no one can ever know. Nope, it's here. This is the well. What if that memory was all just a lie? Don't hurry, Cloud. Don't answer too quickly. Just keep checking all those small emotions and it'll come back. Like the sky that night, the heavens were filled with stars. I love these transitions. So cool. Alright, so from the beginning, Tifa says. Let's see what Cloud remembers. There we go. I was wearing these clothes. That's you too. You were so small then. And cute. Sephiroth once said, Cloud made up his memories by listening to my stories. Did you imagine this guy? No, you remembered it. That night the stars were gorgeous. It was just Cloud and I. We talked at the well. That's why I kept thinking you were the real Cloud. I still believe you're Cloud from Nibelheim. But you don't believe in yourself. These memories aren't enough. So Cloud has memories, that are correct. What about your other memories, Cloud? No, not memories. A memory is something that is consciously recalled, right? That's why sometimes it can be mistaken or wrong. It's different from a memory locked deep within your heart. That's why it must be fake if he could recall up that memory. That's it. What about some memory that has to do with me? If I say something you can't remember, it, but if you say something and I remember it too, then we'll know that's an actual memory. Yeah, what she says is true. Talk to me about anything, something important, some important memory to you, something that she would remember as well. So, like, that's a very interesting point. Like, ever since the beginning, when you first ran into Tifa, she was like, remember that starry night at the well? And then Cloud remembered. How can you prove that that's actually his memory too? Or is it something that he just made up in his mind, like, oh yeah, I guess I was at that well that night? Because people do that in real life too. You're like, oh, do I remember that? Yeah, I think I do. That's a very interesting point. So, now that you mention it, why did you want to join Soldier in the first place? I always thought that was a sudden decision. I was devastated. I want to be noticed. So, now Cloud's going to try and remember something and say something to Tifa that she'll remember, like, for sure. I thought if I got stronger, someone would notice. Someone to notice you? Who? Who? You know who. You. That's who. Me? Why? Tifa, did you forget about those days? See, the same could be said for someone else, too. Look, I'm sorry, but what are you talking about? See, now, we don't want Tifa to... Hold on. You were having a hard time back then. Now, this is... makes sense as it goes on. You were so busy with your own things, it's only natural you don't remember me then. It is possible to bring up memories that you don't quite remember. It's important to me. I hate to say it, but it's a very important memory. Do you want to see it? Alright, so Tifa's about to see a very important memory to Cloud. Do you know where this window goes to, Tifa? Let's see where this window leads to. Oh, there's a piano on the right. Some closets and drawers on the left. Boom. This is Tifa's room. It was my first time there. Was it? I only used to look up at it from the outside. So Tifa's here with 3 of her friends. Cloud's coming, and there's Cloud outside. You think he wants to come in? Was that the first day you came into my room? That's right, we lived next to each other, but I really didn't know you that well. I've known you since we were children and always thought we were close. Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever being in my room. Tifa always used to have her own group. That's right. I thought they were all stupid. What? You were all childish, laughing at every little stupid thing. But we were children then. And Cloud's like, I know, I was the stupid one. I really wanted to play with everyone, but you never let me in the group. Then later I started thinking I was different. That I was different from those immature kids. That then, maybe. So this is an important memory to Cloud, to try and prove to Tifa that he's really Cloud. Just maybe they would invite me in. I thought that might happen, so I hung around. I was so prejudiced and weak. That night I asked Tifa to come out to the well. I thought to myself Tifa would never come, that she hated me. It was so sudden, I was a bit surprised. After you left town, I really thought about you a lot. I used to wonder how Cloud was doing. I wondered if you were able to get into Soldier. I started reading the newspapers, thinking I might see an article about you. That's so sweet. Thanks, Tifa. Tell him what you told me later. He'll probably be so happy to hear that. Okay. What happened on this day? Was it a special day? This was the day Tifa's mother. The day Mom died. That's why she's really upset there, not paying attention. I want to see Mom. So those kids were like, you think Cloud wants to come in? So Tifa's just like, you know what, I don't care. My mom just died. I'm really upset. Wonder if there's anything beyond that mountain. There's Tifa and her trio. Mountain Nibel is scary. Many people have died there. No one crosses that mountain alive. How about those that died? Did Mama pass through the mountains? I'm going. Oh. One of them's already backed out. Looks like, yep, he's like, nope. And there's Cloud. Wondering what everybody's up to. Uh-oh. Yep, those two backed out as well. Alright. Looks like the only one left is Cloud. Looks like tragedy happened and they both fell. I don't remember the path I walked. Tifa missed her step. I ran to her but didn't make it in time. We both fell off the cliff. Back then, I only scarred my knees, but... Cloud, why did you bring Tifa to a place like this? What the hell's the matter with you? What if she dies? Tifa was in a coma for 7 days. We all thought she wouldn't make it. If only I could have saved her. I was so angry at myself for my weakness. Ever since then, I felt Tifa blamed me. I went out of control. I'd get into fights with anyone. That was the first time I heard about Sephiroth. I thought if I were strong like Sephiroth, then... if I could just get stronger, then even Tifa would have to notice me. So that was it, huh? Sorry, Cloud. If only I had remembered more clearly what happened, I could have done something sooner. Now come on, it's not your fault, Tifa. But I remember back when we were 8. That's it, now I know. You weren't created 5 years ago. My childhood memories weren't all made up. Hang in there, Cloud, just a little longer. You've almost found the real you. Let's go back to Nibelheim. Will do. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. Cloud remembered a memory, or told a memory that Tifa herself remembered. The truth is right here. We almost have the answer right in the palm of our hands. Let's see if we can find it. Oop, I didn't mean to talk to you again. Now, if any of you guys are watching this and are confused at all about what's going on, just leave your questions in the comments below. I will do my best to answer them, because it is a very confusing part of the game, especially with the translation back then. But seriously, just if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge. Or, like I said, watch the Crisis Core video. A little bit more will be made clear there as well. Where are you going? The reactor. That's right, to the reactor, the Mako reactor of 5 years ago. So, the question right now I'm sure a lot of people have... oh, that's whenever Tifa got slashed with the sword. The question everybody has is, if Cloud wasn't there 5 years ago, how can he remember all of this? If it was that other guy, this guy, then how could Cloud remember any of this? Zack, you remembered. Zack. That's right, it was Zack who came to Nibelheim with Sephiroth. Then where were you, Cloud? Cloud, did you see it all? I saw everything. That's right. You were there. You were watching me. I remember. So, believe it or not, Cloud was there, but he wasn't who he thought he was. His memories got muddled up and he thought he was in Zack's place. However, he was just one of the soldiers. I never made it as a member of Soldier. I even left my hometown telling everyone I was going to join, but I was so embarrassed I didn't want to see anybody. That soldier laying down there in the fire, that was Cloud. You really did come when I was in trouble. Sorry I didn't get there sooner. There's Sephiroth. If you can't tell what it is he's carrying, he had just cut off Jenova's head and is carrying it with him. So now it's all become clear. Cloud is not a puppet. He was not made up. Cloud is real. His memories just got muddled up. Probably due to the tons of exposure to the Mako and the Mako poisoning and stuff that you will see more of that if you watch my Crisis Core playthrough. Crisis Core really explains a whole lot. If you didn't know that Crisis Core is the prequel to Final Fantasy VII main storyline, and actually is about all of this. All this story that you just saw, like of Cloud and Zack and all that, that's what Crisis Core is all about. There's Cloud. We've got the real Cloud back. Go home, Tifa. Now, I don't know if it'll line up here, but this scene is really cute. They go up. In the original models, they're holding hands. But I guess the modded models are a little too far apart, but still. And here's what's left of Mideel. And now Cloud and Tifa are back. I can't win against you, Tifa. You're some kind of lady. People have so many things pent up inside of themselves. So many things they can never forget. Strange, isn't it? Alright. Everyone, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, Cloud. All you've been doing is apologizing. Thanks, Nanaki. I never was in Soldier. I made up the story about what happened 5 years ago and my being in Soldier. I left my village looking for glory but never made it back in to Soldier, so I was so ashamed of being weak. Then I heard this story from my friend Zack, and I created an illusion of myself made up of what I'd seen in my life. And I continued to play this charade as if it were true. Illusion, huh? Pretty damn strong for an illusion, I'll say. There's a saying that I remember hearing. The memory is very interesting. You're so busy getting from point A to Z that you forget that there's 24 letters in between, or something like that. So you kind of make up an illusion so much and you tell it so much that you end up believing it yourself. So that's what I believe happened with Cloud. Physically, I'm built like someone in Soldier. Hojo's plan to clone Sephiroth wasn't that difficult. It was just the same procedure they used when creating members of Soldier. You see, someone in Soldier isn't simply exposed to Mako energy. Their bodies are actually injected with Genova cells. For better or worse, only the strong can enter Soldier. It has nothing to do with the Genova reunion, but weak people like me get lost in the whole thing. The combination of Genova cells, Sephiroth's strong will, and my own weakness are what created me. Everyone knew that. I'm Cloud. The master of my own illusionary world, but I can't remain trapped in an illusion anymore. I'm going to live my life without pretending. You're sure messed up, Cloud. That means he ain't no different from before. By the way, Cloud, what are you going to do now? Don't tell me you're going to leave the ship. I'm the reason why Meteor is falling toward us. That's why I have to do everything in my power to fight this thing. Barrett's like, good! Then you're going to keep fighting to save the planet? It's like you always told me, Barrett. Come on, Barrett, you remember your saying. Oh, you mean that. What? I don't understand. There ain't no getting off of this train we're on. Alright, we finally have control of Cloud again. Alright. So, Tifa and Sid. Hail to the actually, let me make sure that Vincent has all his stuff off of him before I continue. Oh. My bad. Listen, Cloud, we're right in the middle of the mission for a huge materia, right? I know this is kind of out of the blue, but Junon has an underwater reactor. As far as I can see, that's the only one left. That's that. Let's go. Sounds good. Alright, so what we're going to do is talk to everybody real quick. I know how tough it is being a leader, because I've been one. I always forget who has what materia. Yep. I'm glad you're back with us. Thanks, Danaki. Escape from a world of illusions. I wonder which is better. Let's talk to Tifa. We'll save her for last. Come on, Cloud, don't fuck around. We're going to Junon. Alright, man. It's kind of sudden, but shouldn't we get to Junon? Yeah, we'll be heading to Junon in a bit. Let's do our best, Cloud. We will. So how's this pilot doing? Wanna go? Yep, see, he's doing a lot better. Okay, here we are. There's the remains of Mideel. Actually, we're gonna land and make sure that I have all the materia. I do not. See, I'm glad I did this. So we're gonna arrange all this. Then we're gonna take. Then we're gonna take the crystal bangle off of him. We're just gonna put, oh, I don't know, this gold armlet on him or something. Unequip that. There we go. Now we're gonna call in Tifa, get her booty in here. Materia. Now we're gonna be giving all this back to Cloud, I believe. Yes. Alright. Alright. So, I'm actually going to do this off screen. I'm going to end my episode here. It ended up being a little bit longer of an episode, but that's because, you know, we had a huge bit of story to work out, and I didn't want to just leave it in the middle. You know, I didn't want to leave the story in the middle and not and just like leave it on a cliffhanger or anything. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Subscribe for more, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. This is Skid, and I will see you guys next Final Fantasy weekend.